everybody, it's Maria. Welcome back to the channel. How's it going? Hang on, I know, I gotta move more over here. How's it going, everybody? As Enzo Amore from a former WWE superstar used to say, how you doing? How's it going? We are gonna go ahead and do the Genesis album We Can't Dance. Since I've covered Ego Trip by Papa Roach and But Seriously by Phil Collins. This is one of the four options. This will be option number 3 that I'm covering now. But yes, I am aware Hailstorm is releasing their album Everest very soon, so that will probably be next for the channel if the album comes out. But then by the time this album is released, I'm pretty sure it will be. So that'll probably be next on my list. But right after that, I'll get into Citizen Soldier. And yes, for you Daughtry fans out there, yes, I am aware that they are releasing the part 2 of the album Shock to the System. Yes, I am aware. I am going to tackle that at a later date. Make myself a little bit bigger so y'all can see me actually sing the fucking song. But the only thing about this right now that is ticking me off is Genesis made this album out of order. Like, whoever created this playlist has lost their damn minds and needs their brains fixed. Because somebody put this out of order. But don't fret, I will ensure that all the songs are in the correct order when I do the full album review. Yes, it is easier for me to just copy and paste it into CapCut, but you guys probably like things in order if you're a weirdo or a perfectionist like me. SmackDown is officially on my gaming channel for this week. August 1st episode of SmackDown. It's on there if you're interested in watching it. That is the same day that this section of the album was recorded, on August 1st. FYI, I'm just letting y'all know that I'm trying to get Halo Infinite for the Xbox. So if you guys see a lot of Halo content from me on the gaming channel, it's part of the reason why, because I literally watched a video of this guy ranking all the Halo games, and I'm like, I'm going to play some Halo. And then I noticed that you guys didn't have any on the channel, so I was like, what the hell is it for? Alright. I'll get into what I think the song's about. Well, what Genesis stated the song is about. What Phil Collins has stated it's about. And then I'll get into my quote literal uh version or meaning of what the song is about. We are not going to put this in full projector mode because I don't need to when it comes to these. Like, number one, if I need to see, I got my TV on up here, so if I need to, I can just look up. And I've listened to these tracks since, honestly, I think this was my first Genesis album. This is the first Genesis album that I bought on CD, so I should know this one pretty well. Because there are 12 tracks on the main album, and there was 2 bonus tracks that Genesis released later on, which we will get into towards the end of the album, because that's usually how I like to do it. Do the main album the way it was released, and then if there's any B-sides or content connected to the album, then I'll just put them on later. So let me sure. Okay, just checking to make sure that the console is picking me up, or I know the mic is picking me up, but I want to make sure the console's audio is being picked up. Thank you guys for helping this channel, but don't forget about EV Soldier 96's gaming. There's a lot of good goodies on there, plenty of gaming content, and I'm really thinking about doing reactions to shows like, you know, that WWE Unreal I'm thinking about doing a reaction to that. Like doing each episode. I'm giving you guys my thoughts on that. And then I'll get into the more funny stuff like Total Divas, Total Bellas, because there is some goofy shit that happens on there. But keep in mind that all that's going on my Patreon, so that way YouTube can't interfere with what the hell I'm doing. Steady, this is your warning. If you want to turn on some music, now would be the time, because we are going to get into No Son of Mine by Genesis. Right? Yeah. Alright, let's go to them. Sorry for the 5-minute intro. LOL. Well, the key to my survival was never in much doubt. And the question was how I could keep sane, trying to find the way out. Things were never easy for me, peace of mind was hard to find. And I needed a place where I could hide, somewhere I could call mine. I didn't think much about it till it started happening all the time. Soon I was living with the fear every day of what might happen that night. I couldn't stand to hear the crying of my mother. I remember when I swore that would be the last they'd see of me, and I never went home again. They say that time is a healer, and now my wounds, they are not the same. I rang the bell with my heart in my mouth. I had to hear what he'd say. He sat me down to talk to me. He looked me straight in the eyes. He said, "You know, son, you know, son of mine. You know, son of mine. You hold out, you left us behind. And you know, son of mine." All these words, how they hurt me, I'll never forget it. And as the time it went by, I lived to regret it. You know, son of mine. Oh, where should I go? Please tell me, what should I do? You know, son of mine. I came here for help. Oh, I came here for you. You. I'm getting into it, y'all. I can't help it. Well, the years, they passed me slowly. I thought about him every day. What would I do if we passed on the street? Would I keep running away? In and out of hiding places, soon I'd have to face the facts that we'd have to sit down and talk it over. That would mean going back. They say time is a healer, and now my wounds, they are not the same. Well, I rang the bell with my heart in my mouth. I had to hear what he'd say. He sat me down to talk to me. He looked me straight in the eyes. He said, "You know, son of mine. you're no son of mine. You walked out, you left us behind. You're no son of mine. All these words, how they hurt me, I never forget it. And as the time it went by, well, I lived to regret it. You're no son of mine. Nor should I go. Please tell me, what should I do? You're no son of mine. Well, I came here for help. Oh, I was looking for you. You're no son of mine. Oh, you're no son. Hi, 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 yeah. You're no son of mine. Oh, 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 you're no son of mine. You're no son of mine. You're no son, you're no son, you're no son of mine. Oh, 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 you're no son of mine. Oh, 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 no son of mine. Okay, let's talk about it. No son of mine. So, I'm going to talk about what Phil said, and then we're going to talk about what it literally is saying in the lyric. Okay, what Phil said in 1997 during his, I think it was Unplugged. No. It was some Unplugged concert that he did in 97. Storyteller. That's and what that is, for those who are in a land of confusion, pun intended. Um, Storytellers is like, he'll do a song and then tell what the lyrics mean. And he did, I think, wait, no, I take that back. 3 of the songs from We Can't Dance from that same concert, and he explained what each of the songs mean. He did No Son of Mine, which we just discussed, or we just did. I Can't Dance, which comes, in a couple, it is like track 3, and then Since I Lost You, which will come later in the album. Okay, let me start. Okay, so what he said was, it's an improvisation track. Um, Tony Banks, who is the keyboardist for Genesis, he had that, the elephant sounding type thing you hear in the song. He had that sound he created from a guitar riff or sound, and he adjusted it and put it on his keyboard. He had that elephant sound, and then Mike Rutherford, who is the guitarist for Genesis, started going jin 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 jin, and then all of a sudden Phil Collins starts singing "No son, you're no son of mine" for some reason. He doesn't know why. He had a very happy childhood. So that, it literally just came from, a little bit of a piano bit, and then it came from a guitar bit, and then when Phil spit that out, "You're no son of mine," and then he wrote the song about those, from the title itself. And literally, now I'm going to get to what it's literally about. To me, it's literally about a boy that's has been abused by his father, or the mother is abused. It's not clear in the song whether it's the mother that's being abused or the son that's being abused, but the son just couldn't take it anymore, and he ran away, and then a few years goes by, and the son is like, I want to, clear things up with my dad. I want to make peace with it. And then he goes back, And the dad starts talking shit. Like, you abandoned us. Um, that kind of thing. Like, you're no son of mine. You left like a wimp, you know. My son went and leave us like that, leave his family like that. But he had his own reasons as to why he did it. So now I understand that from the son's point of view, because why would you want to stay in a place of abuse, a place of neglect? You know, if you watch the video itself, the video literally tells the story of the song if you take the time and pay attention to it. So I would highly recommend watching the video. Um, and it was just a really, really, really good video. I don't know what to say. One of these days, if you want me to do a reaction or walk you through the video, whatever you want to call it, I'll do it on my Patreon. Uh, if you ask me to. But if I do it, it's gonna be for the whole album. You know, all the singles that had a music video with it, I'm gonna go ahead and just put it all bundled up into one video on my Patreon. So keep that in mind if you want me to do the music video reaction, that kind of thing. But that's what Phil had said. Mike Relaford and Tony Banks, they both may have a different perspective of what the song may be about. There is a documentary of Genesis called, I guess, No Admittance or No Admissions, something like that, that will explain the making of the album and all that came with it. So I would highly recommend looking that up on YouTube if you want to learn more about this album and the making of it. All that said, I hope you enjoyed No Son of Mine. I hope I actually gave you some insight this time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.